a message. So once again, I wanted to thank everyone that came out today. I really appreciate it. At this time, I wanted to read a recent letter to the editor that Ron Paul wrote to the union leader in New Hampshire, and I found it quite inspiring and clear. I don't know if you've heard about it, but they called him basically an isolationist. So this is just to describe a little bit about what Ron Paul's real foreign policy is all about. Any response to this paper's Friday editorial on my foreign policy position must be read on two fundamental assertions. First, that the Founding Fathers were not isolationists. And second, that their philosophy was the wisdom of the Constitution, the Declaration, and our revolution itself. It is not just a primitive cultural relic. If I understand the editor's concerns, I have not been accused of deviating from the founders' logic. If anything, I have been accused of adhering to it too strictly. The question, therefore, before readers, and soon the voters, is the same question that I have asked for almost 20 years in Congress. By what superior wisdom have we now declared Jefferson, Washington, Madison to be unrealistic and dangerous? And why do we insist on throwing away their most considered warnings? A non-interventionist foreign policy is not an isolationist policy. It is quite the opposite. Under a Paul administration, the United States would trade freely with any nation that seeks to engage us. American citizens would be encouraged to visit other countries and interact with the peoples rather than to be told by their own government that certain countries are off limits to them. American citizens would be allowed to spend their hard-earned money wherever they wish across the globe, not told that certain countries are under embargo and thus off limits. An American trade policy would encourage private American businesses to seek partners overseas and engage them in trade. The hostility towards American citizens overseas in the wake of our current foreign policy has actually made it difficult, if not dangerous, for Americans to travel abroad. Is this not an isolationist consequence of a policy of an aggressive